We are pleased to have join us on our virtual launch today, Gregg Lee, the Senior Product Trainer at LG. Gregg, it has been a pleasure to get to know you and talk for a few minutes today. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having us. We're real excited about what we've got going on and going to be talking about here.
Yes, definitely. And I understand, you are have been represented to me, and I certainly see that now as the voice of LG. You're out there, you're talking about the brand. Thank you again. The first thing that I want to dive in with you is talk a little bit about what you're seeing in terms of the trends in the marketplace. What are some of the things that are happening around framing TVs that's got you and LG, thinking about?
I think customers have always seemed interested in taking their television and making them more seamlessly integrate into their environments in their homes, and especially when not watching them. And if you look at what LG has done, we've actually created features like our Always Ready. And what that means is that I can then, when I'm not watching TV, show art. I can, have music playing. I can have information. We even have aggregated or downloadable art you can put on the TV. But, that is so much more appealing to customers than just a dark rectangle on the wall. So we've done that sort of stuff. And customers, I think, love the aspect of even further blending, their TV products to where they really integrate into their living space. And so we get questions all the time about, hey, do y'all have some sort of framing or, ornamental aesthetic we could put on your TVs? Because customers are really looking for something like that. And also, interior decorators, designers, and I think even builders like to offer something that really sets things apart for them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. We see that happen all the time, and we're in those kind of conversations with not only the partners that are taking us into them, but with those designers as well. So as you're moving forward, what is LG thinking about elevating and taking advantage of that trend? How are you guys going to move forward into that?
Aesthetics are always a key aspect of LG's sort of design target, where we're trying to match, customers, TV performance, which is really first and foremost, but also taking into consideration those design or integration or blending in aspects. In fact, LG over the years, I don't know if you're familiar, has introduced these lifestyle television products. Like we have simply a Posay, which is designed to integrate more in a modern sort of environment. It has legs and it can sit independently in the room instead of being on a stand or the wall. Or the Easel, which was a product that instead of going on a stand or the wall, leaned and actually had a cover that covered the TV up to the very top. And then it actually drops down to expose the full TV when you're watching it. And you may have heard of LG's wallpaper, which people loved, where it was so thin, it mounted just directly to the wall. And we even had like artwork, and we had frames around some of that artwork, and people were always talking about how awesome that was. But even like the rollable TV. So we're always looking at design and how we can, hide the TV or, make it blend into things. And I think that, things like a framing option where you can take an existing product and then customize to it is something that definitely is going to be appealing to customers out there in the marketplace.
Yeah, that's well said. And you do. LG has a very long, storied, rich history of innovation in that space. And certainly as we're out with our dealer partners and others, we're seeing those products, we're hearing those stories. And I know a number of people are watching in today as we're talking, very excited about this. So you are now familiar with the Leon Flex frame. We're excited to bring this to market. And we were talking a little bit about how it works in your world. How do you see it working in the LG world, and what perspective should a dealer have maybe around this?
I think the great thing is it's an answer to a question that a lot of dealers have been asking for an extended period of time. I think pretty much as long as I've been here and in previous jobs in this industry, who has a simple solution to be able to create that, hey, I've got my TV, but now looks like it's, a piece of artwork. And the fact that it's more of a ready-made solution, because out in the field, we've been talking with dealers, and some of them are offering up solutions, but they have to go and they have to custom cut, and then they have to integrate it. It's taking time, and it can be, very expensive. But the fact that you are offering a solution that is, well thought out, takes in consideration things like, ventilation around the TV, to make sure that we're moving air through the TV to help keep it cool and properly operational. I think those are sort of the aspects that are going to be great for dealers. They don't have to think about it. They just have to partner up with you using an LG TV, of course, and be able to offer those solutions up to, their clients. So I'm excited about all of this moving forward and can't wait to see one live and in person.
Absolutely. No, and we are anxious and eager to make that happen together as well. So there will be again a lot of dealers today that are LG dealers that are doing the CG line on the OLED front. They're very excited about the ultra thin line and bringing that to clients. There's huge demand for it. If you're just getting started, not so much into OLED and ultra thin, certainly important, but you're getting started into a frame aesthetic conversation, what advice would you give a dealer on getting started? Or even accelerating, through that model?
Just that it's an easy add-on, I think. So, when you're working with clients, instead of just presenting a television, it's actually I'm presenting a television that I can integrate, make disappear, and with the functions of like the LG TVs with our always ready function. And the fact that we were talking about, it may not just be our OLEDs, but even our QNED performance televisions. So you have a wide range of, sizes, prices. It doesn't have to be the most expensive one out there. They have something they can refer their clients, and those clients can refer possibly to their customers a solution that really helps to step up the look of their television in their living space.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So one of the things that we do to help our dealers fulfill that story is for their showrooms, give them an opportunity to put a Leon Flex frame around that product so that they can show it to their customers every day. I think you can't sell what you don't see and what you don't use, and we want to put that into the hands of people. Gregg, thank you so much. Very insightful. Appreciate your time. Any last words before we go?
No, just that the LG TVs are the best match for the Leon Flex frame. So
fantastic. Thank you, Gregg. And we are now going to go back to our live show. Thank you.